Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. We welcome you. That's the punter, Ethan Evans, to get this started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he'll get this to the 24-yard line, and that's where the opening drive of the game will begin. Here come the Eagles, and that's Jalen Hurts. Year 7 now in the league. The Super Bowl 59 MVP out of Oklahoma.
You know, one of the biggest stories of the entire NFL offseason, Mike, was the Philadelphia Eagles, and specifically this Eagles offense. And, you know, anytime you talk about that, it's going to center around the quarterback and Jalen Hurts. And, you know, here's a guy that's been a Super Bowl champion, has played in multiple Super Bowls, has been an MVP contender multiple seasons. So how do they build this new offense around him? How do they get Jalen Hurts back playing the ball we saw just a couple seasons ago? Because when he's at his best with the talent of this offense, this is a Super Bowl contender. So I like these plays. I think the more guys, Mike, that you can get involved in the ground game, the better. And of course, they're going to get enough touches to their back in a traditional sense, but make the defense defend every blade of grass from sideline to sideline and from line of scrimmage to the end zone. And one of the best ways to do it is to get your wide receivers, get your speed guys involved in the run game.
And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Look at this. They go with their tight end on 3rd down. It looks like he's going to have that first down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. They convert on 3rd down.
And when you've got that big body in the backfield, I mean, why not give him a chance to use that size to pick up first down? I mean, you're not looking for a home run. You're not looking for a touchdown. Just get north and south and keep this drive alive.
He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. It's a gain of 19 in the air. First down, Philadelphia.
And a nice play here by Devontae Smith, who really walks into a different role in this Philadelphia offense, Mike. I mean, you think for the most part of his career, he's kind of played that second option to A.J. Brown. He was the deep route runner. They moved him into the slot. But now with A.J. Brown in New England, he finds himself as the true #1 in this newly designed passing game with the Eagles. All week long, they stress, Mike, that we have to get as many defenders to this ball carrier as possible. They know he's going to make some guys miss. He's going to be hard to get on the ground, but you can see the effect of rallying to the ball as it had here. They're able to take him down, and they're able to do it for a loss.
Quick throw on the RPO to Goddard. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, here's Hurts. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
One of the elder statesmen at the quarterback position, Matthew Stafford, year 18 in the league. 6 of those with the Rams, of course, the Super Bowl title, MVP a season ago, as he had more yards and touchdowns than anyone else in the league.
Well, now we get a chance to look at last year's MVP, and, you know, a long and storied career, a Super Bowl champ, one of the all-time greatest passers that we've seen in the NFL in a long time, and now he adds MVP to his long resume. And, you know, it's hard to believe there's a lot left for Matthew Stafford to accomplish, but here he is at this stage of his career playing the best ball of his career. He's with one of the best coaches in history of the game, and Sean McVay, and if I was him, I think I'd keep playing too. You know, Mike, I think it's funny, you know, you look at this Rams offense, and they have so many good players that it's pretty easy to forget about Kyren Williams, but he's quietly been one of the best backs in the league over the last 3 seasons, rushing for over 1,100 yards each season. So, tell you what, when he runs the rock well, it just seems to open up everything else.
On first down, right back to Williams. And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 3. They'll go again here with Williams. He'll manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Andrew Makuba up from his safety spot to make the stop.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll try to run for it with Williams. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up 4th down.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
So 4th down, the Rams will send out Ethan Evans to punt. They send Britton Covey back deep. That one hits at the 3, but goes in the wrong direction for the punter. It turns out to be a touchback. As the Eagles head back out, we take a look at the Rams' defensive coordinator, Chris Shula. Shula, of course, in the football family business. Grandfather, the great late Hall of Famer Don Shula, his dad David, Uncle Mike, both coaches as well. For Chris, it is his 3rd season heading up the Rams defense. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he'll find some space, taking it for 6 out to the 26-yard line.
Brought down at the 26. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Come to the line for 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
I like the play call there. 2nd, relatively short. Give your quarterback an opportunity to push this ball downfield, but realize this quickly. Nothing development. Get the ball down to your back. Pick up a new set of downs.
That's Goddard in motion. They run out of the gun with Barkley. How about that? Quick feet there. Made a man miss on his way to a nice pickup of 7.
Fisk on the stop. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
Second down, they need 3. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He'll get that out to Barkley. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a 1st down.
A gain of 3 yards.
If you want to play running back in today's modern NFL, Mike, you have to be able to be a viable weapon in the passing game. It's all about touches. It's not just about handoffs anymore. It's how many different ways can we get the ball in your hands.
On 1st down, it's Hurts. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. And he'll be run out of bounds. That's a good gain. On 1st down, they pick up 7 yards.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That one just getting worse and worse until they finally bring him down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
That's Goddard in motion. 3rd and long for Hurts. This defense hitting their ears back, coming to get him again.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Man now, out to punt. His kick is away. Here comes Smith on the return. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Rams offense ready for their second possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Now it's a bootleg with Stafford. A throw on the move is caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. On the carry, it's Williams. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Drive rolls on here with 1st down and 10. It's another run here for Williams. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. 1st down, L.A.
1st down, Rams.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
The motion man is Nakua. On 1st down, it is Williams. Not much. 2nd and long coming up.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
2nd down, it's Stafford. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
That's not an easy catch by any means, but at this level, Mike, you get paid to catch them all. And really, you get paid to catch the hard ones. And you know that hit, it's coming either way. And I remember learning as a young player early in my career, the hit's coming, you're going to get knocked to the ground. It feels a lot better getting off the ground and handing the ball to the official. And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Here's Ethan Evans now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Eagles offense ready to get back at it. And so far, not much has gone right. They've had it twice, they've punted twice. Looking to sustain something here on drive number 3. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. Oh, looking to set up that wide receiver screen, get it out to the edge, but they do not connect, and that one is incomplete.
Third and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come 3rd down.
Oh, he's got this one complete to Goddard. It's been a busy 1st quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another 1st down.
Nice run there by Saquon. And you know, it's kind of funny, Mike. He might be the only player in the league that when they rush for over 1,100 yards, people like to call it a down year. And it's only because of the standard that he has set. Last season doesn't necessarily live up to the historic 2024 season, but there's no doubt he's still one of the best players in football.
That one was intended for Devontae Smith.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. What will the 2nd quarter have in store? And we're back in Philly in a moment. Eagles in possession to start the 2nd quarter as they begin with 3rd and 8. From out of the gun, they give it to Barkley.
Barkley again, the ball carrier. Tackle made right at midfield. A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. Hurts will work here from the pistol. And the rush is going to get there. He goes down. They were taking a big risk going for it from their own territory. It does not pay off, and it's a turnover on downs. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. They'll start with a short field, looking for the first points of this contest. And they'll begin 1st and 10. Play fake. Now Stafford to throw. That finds Nakua downfield, complete. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
1st down.
It's a big play with Stafford and Nakua, and even 30 yards. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. A give left side. Here's Williams. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch. Found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Come to the line, got some work to do now. It is second and long. In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. Now a second down throw for Stafford. That's into the hands of the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And a nice gain there. He's out of bounds, and that will bring up third down. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. Third down, and they need 7. They put Adams in motion. Throw on third down, Stafford. He's going to have the first down and more. And he's in. Jordan Whittington. Touchdown, Rams. They'll line it up to kick the extra point. The kick is good. And the Rams will take a 7-0 lead.
Eagles nothing.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. On the return, it's Dameon Pierce. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense back onto the field. For their next possession, they'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a first down. They'll motion the slot man right. On play action, here's Hurts. That is caught right side by Lemon. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 4. Man in motion is Smith.
So they try to throw a little bit of a curveball. We see him throw it to this guy a lot. Now, in this case, they hand it to him, thinking they can catch the defense off guard and generate a big play. And let's give a lot of credit to the defense. They were ready for it, they were prepared for it, and they held it to a modest gain.
Now a 3rd and 2. Man in motion is Smith. Oh, a bad time to run out of time. They don't get the playoff on 3rd and short.
Still 3rd down.
So from 3rd and 2, back them up to 3rd and 7. Throwing is Hurts. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
A gain of 6 yards.
I'm not sure what was the
It's
more
4th
difficult
down.
aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
They'll try it now with Barkley. And he's going to have the Eagles 1st down. Boy, that was a tough couple of yards to pick up. They convert, and the drive stays alive.
Eagles, 1st down.
And these plays, the decision on what they're going to call, Mike, it was decided days ago. They have on that play call sheet that you see from the offensive coordinator, they have an entire category just devoted to these situations. They know the players are going to be confident, they're going to be able to execute, and they're able to move the chains.
And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. We have an injured player for the Rams on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. They get 15 on that game. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
A pistol snap back to Hurts. Over the middle, he locates Lemon. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A 1st down.
1st and 10.
When the Eagles drafted Mekhi Lemon, I think we all saw the writing on the wall. Could he be A.J. Brown's replacement? Now, he's a very different player, but what they share is that dynamic elite route running, that run after catch ability. So I think if this plays out the way they hoped, I think the Eagles got themselves a good one. It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand. So it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
A 2nd down throw for Hurts. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Good drive to this point. Now can you convert on 3rd and 3? Hurts again. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. On 4th down, it's Jake Elliott time for the Eagles. This from 45 yards away. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles are on the board. It's 7-3.
Eagles 3.
And after the sack on 3rd down, this was a little bit more of a difficult attempt, but it just seems like with the caliber of these kickers these days, Mike, just steps up, ho-hum, bangs it through.
And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. He'll start at the 4. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Rams offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. They send a receiver in motion left. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line. Maybe a yard. Jordan Davis, the man in the middle, brings it to an end.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. They put Adams in motion. Trying the left side. Here goes Williams. And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Working out of the gun, Stafford. That's to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with 1st and 10. They'll run the counter with Barkley. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
Cameron Curl brought him down. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
Once again, it's Barkley. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
That's Goddard in motion. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
He was taken down by Cameron Kinchins. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Rams' 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 6. Now Hurts. Quick slant into the hands of Smith. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
To the 10-yard line. He is out of bounds there. A gain of 11, and it's 1st and goal.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
He'll get a yard or 2 to the 8. 2nd and goal.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now here's 2nd and goal. That's Goddard in motion. Hurts Going to keep it on the options. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
It's third down
And that play just really looked doomed from the start, didn't it? It didn't look like the timing. It didn't look like he was confident in his read. And that time he pulls it, nowhere really to go, and take him down for a loss.
Third and goal for Hurts. Now a screen set up for Bigsby. And the drive stalls out as he's brought down. And the field goal unit likely to come on here on fourth and goal. On fourth down, here comes Jake Elliott for the Philadelphia field goal. This about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Eagles are back within one. It's 7-6.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. On the return, this is Blake Corum. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Rams offense make their way out to take over once more. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. Play action, Stafford. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
And the Rams first down.
2 minutes to play in a tight 1-point game in this first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. It'll be a run out of the gun with Williams. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
Andrew Makuba on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Eagles' 38-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Stafford. There's a short one taken in by Higbee. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Yeah.
I think if they didn't get it there, even with the lead, I think that coach is telling them, hey, this is 4 down territory. But that's all for naught now, because after that good blocking up front, he picks up a fresh set of downs.
Good start to this drive so far. Another 1st and 10. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They'll come up now. Again, good news, it's 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And he is not going to get away. That one blown up in the backfield.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
after being burnt with the pick on the last drive, this time smartly throwing it away.
I can guarantee you that interception he threw on the previous drive, that's still in the back of his mind. You got to know when to take a chance, and you got to know when to just throw the ball away and live for the next down.
3rd and long. Here's Stafford. He gets this complete, finding Adams. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
First down, Rams.
The offense rolling right along on this drive. Another 1st and 10. Throwing again is Stafford. He pulls it in around the 5. And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Sean McVay will send out the field goal unit. This, about as short as you can get. His kick is good. And the Rams extend their lead to 10-6.
What a methodical drive to close this half out. I mean, let's not forget, Mike, they get the ball after the break as well, so they get back-to-back. They call it doubling up possessions. Last one of the first half, first one of the second half. It's a great opportunity to put some distance between you and the opponent.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula as they come out for the second half. It's about to get underway. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Rams offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. Drive begins with a run by Williams. And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. Second down.
A 6-yard pickup. brings up 2nd and 4.
Off play action. It's Stafford. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
The motion man is Nakua. Stafford now on 3rd down. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. Slot man going to move in motion left. Play fake. Now Stafford to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down. Tyler Higbee was the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll throw once more. Here's Stafford. Quick throw, taken in, and he's going to be brought down up past the 45. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big games like this.
A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. To throw is Stafford. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
Throw on 3rd down, Stafford. There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Punt team headed out for the Rams. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Eagles offense ready for their first possession of this 2nd half. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Here goes Hurts on the design run. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line.
This is the job of any linebacker, Mike, having the ability to go downhill fast, hit an open gap, and make a play in the backfield. But I think we can actually consider this going above and beyond because he was able to make that stop so far behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd and long coming up. Man in motion is Smith. Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
This defense is vulnerable in a few areas along the back end, but none of that will matter if this protection can't do a better job holding up long enough that they can find some of these open receivers that have been able to separate. He just doesn't have the time to get him the ball.
Flush to his right. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he will improve the field position with that one. Takes it up beyond the 25-yard line. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll run with Bigsby. Not much. Second and long coming up.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
Man in motion is Smith. On second down, Hurts. He'll tuck it and take off.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
Here's third and 7. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He'll try to run for it. Then he just about got there. Good yardage on the scramble, but he's going to wind up a yard short of the first down.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
Hurts using his power on the sneak. And he's going to have an Eagles first down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
First down.
Mike, I think the way we've seen the NFL going these past couple years is I think all these quarterbacks, they love when the call comes in for the sideline for quarterback sneak. Hey, coach, put the game on my shoulders. With this offensive line, I'm going to pick up this first down. And that's exactly what they did.
Look wide, get this one complete, and that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
At the 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and 3. The slot man in motion right. On play action, here's Hurts. Right back to Lemon. Another catch. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch. And that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game. Don't stress the protection. And while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
Man in motion is Smith. Now Hurts going to call his own number. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
So it's just a simple read, but it's really well defended. They had both the give and the pull reads both accounted for, and the play ends up going nowhere.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11. That's Goddard in motion. A second down throw for Hurts. And he'll finally just get rid of this one. Didn't want to take a chance. Good decision. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
On third down, it's Hurts. And that that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags.
Incomplete.
It's going to be fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Here comes the Eagles punt team. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. Rams offense ready to take over once more. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. They run over center with Williams. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down.
At the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Working out of the gun, Stafford. The second down throw is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Stafford from the gun on 3rd down. Open man, right side. He's got it. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a 1st down in this spot.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They're going to put a man in motion to the right. Play action now for Stafford. Pass caught right side by Higbee. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a 1st down. Williams gets it on the draw. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. That's John Campbell getting in there to make the play.
The 45-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second down, they need 7. The motion man is Nakua. Now a 2nd down throw for Stafford. That's caught by Puka. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
Stafford will throw here on 3rd and 1. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. A pickup there of 13. Good for a Rams 1st down.
And a Rams.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle 3rd of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
They put Adams in motion. On 1st down, it is Williams. We have an injured player for the Rams on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. from the 29. Here's 2nd and 4. It's another run here for Williams. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's 1st and goal. This has been some kind of march downfield. Now, can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. Here's Stafford. Throw left side, caught by Ferguson. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
So, Mike, there's this idea that every time a defense blitzes, it has to result in a sack. But there's a lot of other ways that you can impact the play, and we see it here. Get the ball out of the quarterback's hand, get it to the check down, and now you just need to rally tackle and bring them down for a loss.
And they will not run another play. That'll do it. The end of the 3rd. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line. 2nd down and goal. They put Adams in motion. Stafford now on 2nd down. To the goal line and in. Puka Nacua. Touchdown, L.A. Now the try for an extra point. It's up and through. And the Rams are able to extend the lead. It's now 17-6.
Eagles 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes Will Shipley on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Eagles offense ready to take over once again. Greg, simply put, they've been off their game right from the jump.
Yeah, sometimes it's just the way the game goes, and you can't really put your finger on it, but you feel good coming out of the week of practice. You feel really good about your game plan, and then once the ball's kicked off, nothing seems to work, and it's very frustrating because you can look great one week, and then the next week be completely taken out of your game.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. from the shotgun. It's Hurts. A short throw taken in by Goddard. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Bigsby. And he will pick up a first down up to the 37-yard line.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's to the right side, caught by Goddard. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 18.
They hook up again, 2nd time on this drive. And this one's good for 18 yards and a first down.
45-yard line.
Here's Hurts. This one batted away. It's incomplete. It was Jalen Watson who got the arm in there to break that one up.
That's one of those plays where you come off the field, Mike, and you're getting a lot of high fives. Hey, good job. But then that secondary's coach pulls you over to the side and says, hey, nice play. But next time, let's come away with the pick.
To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. To the left side, it's caught by Brown. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Hurts will work here from the pistol. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
Got his man at the 6. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. 29 yards in all. And they'll have it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. Again, Hurts. He'll try to set up the screen here with Shipley. And he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped. And that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Hurts again. Out wide. That's Bigsby.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time. Play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Two plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on 3rd and goal. They'll run with Bigsby. He'll take this down to the 2, but that is it. Good job by the defense to hold it to a gain of 3 and set up 4th down.
Brings up 4th and goal.
So now, Jake Elliott, an important kick coming up. This to get back to a 1-possession game. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within one score.
Well, they know they needed at least a field goal to try to cut this to a one-possession game, so they got it. But now, can the defense, can they tighten up here and get a quick stop? Because not only do they need the ball back, they need to make sure they leave enough time for what would be a game-winning drive.
So the field goal makes it a one-score game here in the fourth quarter as they kick it away. On the return, here comes Corum. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line.
At their own 34-yard
Matthew
line.
Stafford and the Rams offense getting set to go again. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. They'll go three tight ends here on 1st and 10. In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. On the play fake, here's Stafford. That's to the left side and pulled in by Higbee. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
They'll fake the handoff now, Stafford. That finds Nakua downfield, complete. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
19 yards.
Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down. The motion man is Nakua. They'll put a receiver in motion right. Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay.
Delay of game. Offense. Still first down.
In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. A shotgun snap to Stafford. There's a short one taken in by Higbee.
Complete to Tyler Higbee. 4 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Eagles' 46-yard line.
The motion man is Nakua. Again, it's Stafford. Nakua snags it over the middle. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight. And it gives the team a first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out. Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
And no room to be found. We'll get this back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
On third down, here's Williams.
Williams, the ball carrier, brought down at the 30-yard line. A gain of 4 yards. It's now
So on is the kicker, Harrison Mevis, in a big spot. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one online, and it is good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
And that could prove to be a big one, because if he misses, it's still a 1-possession game. Instead, he steps up, he nails it, and their chances of winning just took a big jump.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Pierce for the return. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. On first down, it's Hurts. They convert downfield, but it is caught. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And he just does manage to get rid of this one. Hounded by the defense. They nearly got him. Incomplete, setting up 3rd down.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
On 3rd down, here's Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. Can't ask for much more. On the screen, they gain 19 yards and a 1st down.
A gain of 19 yards.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
Man in motion is Smith. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 3. To throw, Hurts. Firing right side, brought in by Brown. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Center leads him to the line for 1st and 10. A run up the middle with Barkley. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up 1st and goal.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
A 1st down throw for Hurts. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. A throw behind his man, can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line.
I think it's safe to assume that is not how they envisioned that third down play call going, and now after going backwards, it's going to bring up fourth down.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. That is incomplete. The defense coming up big in the red zone. It's a turnover on down.
And this coach finds himself in a tough spot. He understands his team. They need 2 scores. But instead of taking the field goal, he decides to go for it. And what a job with the stop by this defense.
Matthew Stafford and the Rams offense getting set to go again. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position. Instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here, and he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Second down, they need 2 yards. They'll go again here with Williams. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
It's a loss of a yard.
Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second. We'll talk things over before third down. The shotgun, it's Stafford. Pass caught right side by Higbee. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. 1st and 10. Send a man in motion right. On the carry, it's Williams. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, they'll use another timeout on this side of it at 1:55. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Here's a handoff to Williams. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
Quinyon Mitchell on the tackle. A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Rams.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So it's a win for the visiting Rams. They're able to get the job done in front of a hostile crowd as they come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us.